We are a Section 8 company of IIT Madras, and we are funded by the Department of Science and Technology. And it's a technology innovation hub established under the National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber-Physical Systems.
Everyone understands that this is a very high-cost technology industry which is fraught with risks and uncertainty.
We had a lot of problems. Even 85% wells were getting coke deposition within the burners. Means there was no complete combustion. And there was a stage, if I am not wrong, somewhere around August or September of 1998, when ONGC had decided to stop this project.
There's a lot of new technology has come up in oil and gas separation. Some of them are compact separator. The footprint of the separator is very low. Then we have that inline separator for testing of oil and gas production. We have some V-cone meter for metering the oil and gas. So a lot of new technology has come up, and we need to brace up with the new technology to sustain the production.
I have learned a lot which I would like to share, and that is that workover engineering is basically any operation that has been carried out on a well that has been drilled but is not producing optimally. So it is basically a collection of data, analysis with the reservoir engineer, geology, and the other subsurface team or the other production engineers which are involved into the well production. So this after having discussed with all these persons, a well plan is being made, a suitable rig has been pointed out, and then a rig movement is being done. Then a workover operation is done. There are various types of operations which are being done on the well. So we have to select a particular type of workover operation.
The future resources, maybe in the conventional hydrocarbons or elsewhere also, are in more complex domains. They are technologically intensive, cost intensive, and difficult to locate. Maybe logistically or geographically they are in far-flung areas.
I think it's very important for one to also understand when you're looking at any firm or an industry, how do we evaluate or understand the financial performance? How do we evaluate the financial functioning of an organization? So we'll also be looking in terms of can we understand the industry in terms of financial terms? How do we say that the firm is doing very well or not doing well? And what factors are contributing them to perform well? In terms of finance, we look at that. And in recent times, it's also important to understand governance of the company is also related to the financial functioning.
Reservoir engineering had been the main soul of me, and I grew up at a time when the major fields already were on production in ONGC and Bombay High was discovered. So there was a necessity of identifying critical solutions for the complex issues of reservoir management. EUR came into existence, and since then EUR has been a part of my life, and different forms of EUR in a sustainable way have been taking place.
The other side of artificial intelligence and machine learning is also going to be its impact on conventional core engineering fields in terms of how it is going to change the state of the art, and the field of oil and gas is one such core field of engineering where AI and ML methods are going to push the technology to the next generation. And the most interesting and exciting work, I believe, is going to happen in the space where you have conventional methods which are physics based, and we have AI and ML methods which are data driven, and it's going to be exciting times because when we combine these two methods, we are going to push the next technology to the next level.
Sensors and measurements form one of the three legs of any industry, especially engineering industry.
One of the most important part of IITM Pravartak Technologies Foundation is the Digital Skills Academy, and the Digital Skills Academy ensures that it works with well recognized training partners around India to provide skill development as well as training to people right from the induction of people into the organizations up to the CTO level.
We are aiming to offer a course that makes a good number of future-ready engineers who are ready to deliver straight away in the field, strongly backed up by the industry experience, and a real-time update on entire spectrum of technologies, technological evolutions, and the state-of-art technologies.
This is a kind of an innovation in education. So what we really aim here is that, if you continuously do what we used to do, we will continuously get what we used to get. So what we are trying to make a paradigm shift from here by including several industry speakers, now industry who has got a lot of experience in the industry, clubbing together with the IITM faculty. We're trying to showcase a new way of learning, innovative learning, so that people can very well experience what is really happening in the field. So that is what we are trying to aim at through this education. In addition to that, we also wanted to look into that, the lot of technologies that people have tried elsewhere in the world, for example, coal gasification, heavy oil recovery, etc. So they have learned from their mistakes. So we would like to showcase what they learned from their mistakes and how this can be improved in all these kind of lectures which spread across different kind of modules there. So that is another important aspect of this kind of education program here, kind of innovative education program what we visualize here.
I'm very happy to be associated with this course. As you all are aware that the oil and petroleum industry has been expanding and growing in recent times, then the challenges are plenty. So it's important for us to understand in terms of how the industry is functioning and what they are doing and where do we stand. So in that sense, one of the modules that we'll be focusing on this course is trying to give an exposure of how to go about developing the strategic plans in this particular industry or sector. We'll be trying to look at in terms of how can we analyze the industry in more detail, look at the environmental factors, technological aspects, and also come up in terms of where do we stand in relation to the competitors and what should be the long-term goals and strategy in this particular industry. And we'll also be trying to see in terms of how do we face the challenges or opportunities and as well as in terms of the threats that are existing in the industry and what type of strategies to be evolved when one is operating in this industry.
We know that hydrogen is the in thing. There are a lot of things going on in the market, blue hydrogen, green hydrogen, and whatever kind of hydrogens. We have a front-end industry backup on this field, and by educating our ward in hydrogen, we give a much larger spectrum of conventional oil and gas or alternatives.
My area of expertise is in the area of sensors, automation, control system, mechatronics. Petroleum and gas industries use lot of sensors and automation for making the system efficient. The area of my expertise will be very useful for this course. I may be teaching a subject called sensors and health monitoring for gas industries.
Workover also involves lots of workover downhole equipments, the fishing equipments, the safety equipments like blowout preventers, and various other jobs which are involved without rig also, which we consider before taking the rig also. So all these things are to be discussed during this program. We will be upgrading it to the latest technologies that are available into the market.
There will be total about 13 to 14 modules in where we shall try to give the basic of drillings to advanced drilling technology, including right from well design, casing design to rig selection to BSA selection, BSA design, and controlling the well control methods, understanding downhole problems, and also the deviated well and horizontal wells regarding LWD, MWD, RSS tools we are keeping in these modules. I think after going through the modules, our students will be greatly benefited in the area of petroleum engineering, those who are aspiring to develop their career in drilling as a drilling engineer in the E&P industry. I hope or I think we will be successful in delivering our mission to the new students.
I really congratulate Professor Nair for designing this project, this program. He has done a lot of stakeholder analysis, means trying to get the requirement of the industry to fill the gap between industry and the educational institute's curriculum. I am also impressed that he has focused on sustainable approach, means taking due consideration of economics, social requirements and environment. These are the important factors, and if we want to sustain any industrial growth, then we need to focus on that.
We are very, very happy to have signed up a memorandum of understanding with Zemblance, since petroleum and petrochemicals is one of the areas that we were aiming for. Since our area of work in the areas of sensors, networking, actuators and control system, we believe that our expertise as well as the tie-up with Zemblance will help provide a course which is rich in content, as well as it will help us contribute to the technology development of this nation. With this in mind, we are very happy to have this MOU with Zemblance.
IIT Pravartak and Zemblance have joined hands for conducting a webinar course on advanced petroleum engineering and hydrogen energy, which is giving the insightful knowledge for the industry experts such as geoscientists and petroleum engineering and academic people also. So, industry experts who are having the huge experience in oil and gas domain is giving the teaching on this course.
My area of interest is underground coal gasification. My work varies from application of the optimization techniques in thermodynamics ranging till creating economic models. The process involved is something as basic as calculating the investment required and going on till using probabilistic stochastic modeling to calculate the return of investment and other such properties. I believe the course offered by Zemblance, partnered with IIT Madras and Pravartak, will help you lay foundations for an interdisciplinary approach which will help you to diversify your area of interest.
Some of the IITM faculties we have also worked with industry, with ONGC, Oil India Limited, Kane Vedanta, etc. And we have learned by closely working with them their challenging issues and how to overcome them. So with this platform, we would like to strive it further, interacting with more industry professionals, looking into various challenging opportunities and various challenging solutions that we are trying to look at. For example, one of the interesting aspects is, the fracturing the rock using some clean and green technology. IIT Madras has also come up with a certain technology which is called as propellant based fracking, which can be very well effectively utilized for where in regions where hydraulic fracturing is not required. In those cases we can have something like a propellant fracturing, which is very cost effective in nature. It could also be used for connecting from coal seams from one to the other, and also for coal bed methane as well as for underground coal gasification. So these are certain technologies we are working it. And we are also working on bio CNG, also with kind of a water hyacinth product from Kerala lakes and etc. We are also trying to develop how the CNG or the biogenic gas can be developed, and further it can be compressed, and it can also add value towards its production by selling out to the local markets.
I am working on petroleum geomechanics, and Zemblance Hydrocarbons and IITM Pravartak jointly offers a PG certification program in applied petroleum engineering and hydrogen energy. So it covers variety of topics in energy sector, including geomechanics, drilling, production and advanced drilling operations, including underground coal gasification, hydrogen energy. So this program covers all the basic to advanced geomechanical concepts, which helps the young and working professionals to enhance their geomechanical career. Very much welcome to you to join this course on web-enabled PG program on petroleum, applied petroleum engineering and hydrogen energy.